Getting bored of the fiat currencies and transacting with those heavy charges on them? Here comes Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an efficient system which is a peer-to-peer cash transaction system developed by an anonymous character named Satoshi Nakamoto, and it is serving its purpose really well right now. Though it is so volatile, its adoption is increasing day by day. In this video, we're going to see what are the various advantages of using Bitcoin as a payment method. Friends, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and enable the bell icon because we make sure we upload a new video on this channel every Wednesday and Saturday. So stay tuned, and in this video, we're going to talk about how Bitcoin is giving us more advantages as compared to fiat currencies when payments are concerned. So first point is that Bitcoin payments are pseudonymous, which means that the identity of the person who is transacting with someone should not be known or should not be declared to the extent in the case of fiat currencies. So let's say if you want to apply for a loan today, all the documents will be needed. You'll be needing your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your this, that, and so many things, your IT returns and all of that. And then you'll be able to transact and get a loan from the system. But in the case of cryptocurrencies or in the case of Bitcoin, this is not the case. You can do it pseudonymously. The only thing which matters is your virtual block address. You can transact using your virtual block address, and you can have multiple virtual block addresses at the same time. Hence, it is a transfer of cash between one virtual address to the other one, and the identity of the person who is doing this should not be known. The second point is that Bitcoin transactions are decentralized. It means that there is no involvement of any government official or any government body into it. Again, let's take an example that you are at a CCD. You want to pay for your coffee, you swipe your credit card or a debit card and pay the coffee shop owner, right? The CCD owner. In this case, the moment you swipe your card, it goes to the RBI. It goes to Visa, MasterCard, who is in turn controlled by the RBI, who is in turn controlled by the finance government, and they are the ones who will authorize this transaction and pay it to the coffee shop owner. Now, why do you need that government? Why do you need to pay the charges to the credit card company? And who are these guys when it is just between you and the coffee maker, right? It should be just between the two of you. Then why is there this third person? Hence, in the case of Bitcoin, this third person will be removed and you can make a peer-to-peer cash transaction. And hence, as the white paper of Bitcoin says, that it is a peer-to-peer cash transaction system in a decentralized world with no central authority, no central bank, no central RBI or any finance minister in between. The third advantage is that transacting with Bitcoin is secure and accessible. Now, why is it secure? It is more secure as compared to today's fiat currency system because it is based on the system of blockchain. Now, what is blockchain? A blockchain is like a chain in which various blocks come and fix to make it a chain of blocks, right? So how do these blocks get formed first of all? That is important to know if you want to talk about security in detail. These blocks are actually mined. Now, how the mining occurs? Does somebody go and dig into a hole to come out with a block of Ethereum or Bitcoin? No. It is a computer hardware mining. So there are so many computers interlinked with each other who are continuously trying to solve an algorithmic problem, and whenever one problem is solved, there is a formation of a one block which is called as one Bitcoin in the case of if the miners are mining Bitcoin, right? Now, this particular block can be formed by any computer or any network in the world. And all these blocks, let's say one block is being mined there in New Zealand, one is blocked here in India, and the other one is blocked there in the US. All these blocks together form one chain, right? So let's say if you want to destroy some transactions in a government office today, it is so simple. You just dive into the office and just burn all the records, right? Or if it's a digital one, you just hack it or do some transactions or something like that on the computer and you just burn it away in a single click. But in the case of blockchain, where will you go to burn it away? How do you destroy? How do you hack it? Because it is not a centralized record keeping way of doing things. All these transactions are not recorded centrally. There is no central authority. There is something happening there in New Zealand, as I said, something happening here in India, and something happening there in the US, and it is all interlinked. How do you destroy when something is so decentralized? You cannot destroy all of this. So each and every block and the data which is there encrypted inside it will be there till the end of time, and hence it is secure as well as accessible, because you can access all these blocks anytime you want. Though the identity remains anonymous, but you can access what transaction, what date, what time, how much amount has been done between this virtual address to that virtual address. The next point is that Bitcoin transactions are good for international transfers. Now, we all have a tough time when we travel abroad because we want to convert our Indian rupees to, let's say, pounds, euros, dollars, and we have to bear so many transaction charges for it. There are so many government norms as well for currency transfers and all of that. But why do you want to do all this when Bitcoin is here? You can transfer Bitcoin from any country to any other country of the world, and it all remains the same. It's not like one Bitcoin here in India is valued differently to that one Bitcoin in the US. It is all the same. So it is like making the entire world come to a single platform as far as financial system earning is concerned or financial system record keeping is concerned. All of it will be in one level. So a person there in Japan can tell his salary, let's say his salary is 2 Bitcoin, a person in India can say it is 3 Bitcoin. So all will be a level field. You can understand everything very easily. Today, if you say yen and pounds and euros, there is some confusion and nobody knows how much exactly is 10 yen and how much purchasing power 10 yen has got there in Japan or here in India. But everybody knows how much purchasing power one Bitcoin has got or one Ethereum has got, because it is a decentralized and a worldwide currency which brings the entire world to a single stage. Now, the next point is that Bitcoin payments are irreversible. And reversible transactions are the main source of corruption. So anybody who hasn't done any transaction in today's fiat currency can still say that there is a transaction by just signing a few documents. Remember the 1992 scam and various other scams in which there was no transaction, or there was a transaction but the reverse was shown on the piece of paper, on a document. But here, in the case of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, the transactions are irreversible, because how do you control those blocks in the blockchain network, which is so widespread, and the network which has formed that block, it takes so much of mathematical power and so much of algorithmic power to generate that block. It is not easy to decode this block at all, because there are thousands of computers who are doing it and human mind cannot decode it. Neither you can tamper with it, because as I said, it is a decentralized and a very solid one, right? Hence, the transactions which are occurring over here are irreversible in nature. You cannot destroy them. Any corruption or any single theft can be identified because the transactions are not reversible and it is secure as well as scalable. And the other advantage of using Bitcoin as a payment is that it is very mobile. You can use it by your smartphones as well. I mean, you need not go to the bank. Nowadays, even Paytm and all these Google Pay apps are offering the same services. You do not go to the banks and have those physical transactions. But that is also an advantage in the case of Bitcoin as well, because it is so handy, it is hassle-free, and it is mobile. So these are the advantages of using Bitcoin, or for that matter any other cryptocurrency based on the system of blockchain over fiat currency. At the same time, there is a concept of stable coins coming in as well. So Tether, Terra, all these are stable coin providers, and the advantage of stable coins is that the price does not fluctuate and it is not volatile and it remains stable. So Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency, it keeps on fluctuating so much that you don't want to put your hands into the dirty pool of Bitcoin and Ethereum because it is so volatile, right? Nobody wants to see their 1 lakh rupees come down to 50,000 rupees overnight. And hence transactions and adoption of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency as a mainstream transaction system is challenged currently, and hence this concept of stable coins makes it a bit easier for cryptocurrencies to survive because they are not volatile. Tether is pegged to the US dollars, so 1 Tether is almost equal to $1 US. Similarly, there are so many stable coins on the Terra network as well, like 1 INT, which is a stable coin, is equal to 1 INR, USD, and all these fiat currencies are pegged to these stable coins as well. So as a payment method, stable coins is giving you more stability, right? And stability is what you want for adoption and scalability as well. When there is stability, there will be scalability, right? So this is all in today's episode, friends. If you found value out of it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, and show your love in whichever way you feel comfortable with. It helps the algorithm of YouTube know that you're liking these episodes, so that it helps our videos rank up in the searches of Google. Thank you for giving your valuable time, and I'll be seeing you again.